Hey y'all, so I was just about to do my lymphatic exercises, so I thought I would just shoot a video so I could show you, and this can be something for you to incorporate in your regular routine. If you are on a fat loss journey, any sort of healing journey, just wanting better, more optimal health, moving your lymphatic system is so important. We can do this by things like dry brushing, and then just general movement throughout the day, walking, but incorporating movement that's specific to your lymphatic system is going to be great for boosting your energy, your immune system, and circulation, and help speed up your healing if you are on a healing journey. I personally have found this to be so beneficial for me. I have dealt with, I've been working to heal a long list of symptoms: chronic fatigue, joint pain, digestive issues, gut dysbiosis, the list goes on, rosacea, and panic attacks and anxiety, brain fog. I mean, the list is so long, but those are those are just some of the things. And most recently, in the last few months, I've really begun to incorporate lymphatic exercises into my routine, and I have noticed a huge difference in my rosacea, my energy levels, and I'm specifically being intentional about it today because I have unfortunately had a histamine response to food. And so I've had, since I've changed my way of eating, addressed, things that were triggering symptoms for me. I've experienced such great energy and health, and recently I accidentally triggered some symptoms by eating sardines with so usually I just get them plain in water, and they are a higher histamine food, but I tend to do okay as long as I'm just having them like a couple days a week. But they were all out of the ones in water at the store, and I got one of the fancy brands, and it has like the 100% Spanish olive oil, but then it also had preserved lemon. And I think that was a very bad idea. So I have been dealing for the last 2 days with indigestion and acid reflux, as well as, and so I've barely really been able to eat. It's been kind of rough. Sleep's been rough the last couple nights, and my chronic fatigue came back, and not just from sleep deprivation, but it's like I could feel it. I could feel it hit after I finished eating those sardines. And it's tough, and the joint pain is really tough. So anyway, I am going to be doing my lymphatic exercises to just help me through the process of working this out, and hopefully being on the other side of my joint pain and my fatigue, especially the brain fog. It's just been wah. It's fine. But I wanted to walk you through my routine. Now, this is something that I also do typically in my routine, in my daily routine, when I'm not recovering from a histamine reaction. Another thing to add to my histamine is I have some pustules that popped up. My rosacea has gotten so much better since eating more of ketovore, carnivore kind of way of eating. But this histamine reaction, brought a little bit of it up, but it's not too bad. But daily, I incorporate my lymphatic exercises now. First thing in the morning, I've weaned myself very gradually off caffeine, as generally my, chronic fatigue has dissipated. My energy levels have gone up so much, so I no longer need caffeine, which is great. So I will do these exercises first thing in the morning, or I'll do them as a pre-workout. So I'm just going to walk you through it. This is going to be about 10 minutes, so here we are at about 4 minutes 30. So if this is a video you want to revisit to do the exercises, just fast forward to about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so to get started, before I stand up, I want to kind of create pumping and sort of get the lymph nodes stimulated, and this is where we're going to be encouraging all of the lymph throughout the body to flow into. right? So this is, you know, just great for just with this histamine reaction, just kind of getting all of this inflammation flushed out and moving. So it's behind the ears, pumping downward. And then we're gonna move to right above the collarbone. Again, this is like a downward pumping toward the lymph here. And then an upward pumping underneath, kind of on the pecs. And this is really light pressure. The lymph lies just underneath the skin layer. So it really, if you press too deeply, you're actually going to be pushing past it. And then you'll get the lymph nodes in the armpits, just kind of little upward sort of massage in there. Okay, and then I'll back up to do the rest here. All right, so once you've done the armpits, then you're gonna go just about an inch above the belly button and push upward here. Diaphragmatic breathing is really great for lymph flow too, so take those big breaths in. Belly breath. Next, you're gonna move down to the groin area, and this is gonna be an upward pumping here. And then behind the knees. And this is going to be an upward motion with the pumping behind the knees too. All right. Okay, so to get started with the exercises, we're just going to start by moving our head side to side. And then give me some circles one way. And the other way. All right, so then you're going to bring your hands on top of your shoulders, and you're going to start rotating forward, around and around. And I usually do about 10 in each direction for all the exercises. Okay, you're gonna go backwards here. And it's really whatever feels good. Depends on how much time I have. Sometimes I'll just do a little longer. Whatever feels right. And then from here, you're gonna kind of arch back and then reach forward and the other way. And kind of do a pumping like this. And then swinging the arms up and down. And then kind of go a little wider than hip width apart, bend the knees, and you're going to swing from side to side, kind of a little bit like a bent over golf swing. You can kind of slap the lymph nodes under the armpits while you're doing this too. All right, and then it's going to be a twist from side to side, rotate. Really let those arms just kind of flap and fly around. It's kind of fun. Next, we're going to open up the hips. You're going to kind of swing the knee up and around on each side. Okay. Now we're going to do some hip circles, so get about shoulder width apart. I'm just going to go around one way. And the other way. You might even start feeling like you're getting your heart rate up a little bit. Like I said, I like to use this as a pre-workout, kind of get all the joints moving, blood flowing. It's a nice way to start. Good way to start the day. I feel energized after I do this. Don't even need my cup of coffee. Just some water with my electrolytes. All right, bring the feet together. And then we're gonna do little circles. This way you're gonna notice you're not gonna get nearly as big as circles. You might even notice, for me, I have low back issues, so I'll feel that. And then the other way. Okay, next you're gonna bring your feet out really nice and wide, well over shoulder width, and bring it around. And the other way. Okay, and then you're going to bring your feet together, bend your knees, and around with your knees. Make sure you're breathing. Nice, slow, big belly breaths. All right, next is we're gonna require a little bit of balance here. So if you are near a wall, you can hold on to that. I'm gonna try my best with that one. You're gonna lift up your leg, bend your knee, and kind of circle your lower leg around. Circle around, rotating that knee, even a little bit of the rotation in the hip. And go the other way. Whoop. And then that foot is gonna go back. And you're gonna just rock forward and backward. And move your arms in the opposite direction along with it. All right, and same with the other foot or other leg. Just knee circles. Get a little bit of movement in that hip too. Go one way, then the other. Still mastering this move. And then that leg swings back, and then you're gonna rock forward and back with your arms swinging in the opposite direction. Don't forget to breathe. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna do a few full body moves. First is gonna be a little bit of a squat with the arms out back, and then you're gonna swing them up high and go up on your toes. You can even do exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more. Okay. And then next I do a squat with the arms out front, up, and then arms on the hips, hands on the hips, and a bend forward with your legs staying straight. So squat, arms up, bend over, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then last but not least, we're going to do a bit of a hop on the balls of our feet. Then you're going to let your arms hang freely and kind of shake, so then your whole body vibrates. And so our calves are the pump for our lymph to move up. So we're working the calves and then allowing our whole body to vibrate, encouraging that lymph to go where it needs to go. You can just take some slow, steady breaths with it too. All right. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how it went for you. Let me know how it continues to go for you, if this is something you want to incorporate every day in the morning, pre-workout, really any time of day. Here I am in the afternoon. I just finished some massages and I was so fatigued and sore. And I just have to say too that it allowed me to practice a moment of gratitude for how well I have been feeling. And even though this is the slightest setback, it was a really great learning lesson for me to just see how far I've come. And so I know that in incorporating some of these practices, I was sure to get out in the sun today, get some sunshine. That's also great for the microbiome, for us to be getting sun, getting grounded, getting my feet in the grass, and doing all these things to help me feel my best sooner than later. And so you can have the tools. Like, this is a great tool, this video. There's so many other tools. If you want to subscribe to my channel, follow along, be sure to like this video if you felt like you got a lot out of it, and be sure to leave a comment and let me know how this goes for you. All right, I hope you all are having a great day.